I'm coming. Who is it?
It's me, Snooky Shapiro. I'm here with Schlumpy and Dizzy.
Come on in, boys. It's so nice to see you all. A gute Woche.
Gute Woche, Dr. Middos.
Gute Woche.
Snooky, I have to tell you, today's bar mitzvah was beautiful. Your laning was terrific. And that pshetl, it was so deep. I had to concentrate with all my brain power just to follow. Your parents must be so proud of you, Snooky.
Thank you, Dr. Middos.
Wasn't the Kiddush great, Doc? The Chont and Kishka were out of this world.
And look, Dr. Middos, I didn't even spill anything on my Shabbos shirt.
That's fantastic, Schlumpy. I'm so proud of you. So tell me, boys, why did you come by? To help me with the marvelous Middos machine?
That's right, Dr. Middos. We were hoping to do that with you for a few hours tonight, but we're supposed to be home by 10 o'clock.
But we also came for another reason, didn't we, Snooky?
Dr. Middos, I want to invite you to come to our shul tomorrow when I put on my tefillin for the first time.
What, you haven't put on tefillin yet, Snooky?
No, Dr. Middos. You see, today Shabbos, when you don't wear tefillin, was my bo bayom. The Shapiro minig is not to put tefillin on until you're actually bar mitzvah. So that's why I have to wait until tomorrow morning.
I see. Sure, I'll come to shul. The first time a young man puts on tefillin is a very big celebration.
And what a celebration it's going to be. There's going to be danishes, donuts, herring, kichel, whitefish, avocado dip, and this new kind of fish from Japan called sushi.
My Zaidi from Eretz Yisrael, Rabbi Shmorg Shapiro, bought me the tefillin, Dr. Middos. He and my bubby can't wait until tomorrow when I put them on for the first time.
He says he got the best cipher in all of Yerushalayim to make them. Golly! I can't wait for my bar mitzvah so I can get tefillin like that too.
Dr. Middos, would you like to see them? I brought them with me in this yellow bag, along with some extra kugel my mommy said to bring you.
Sure, Snooky, I'd love to see them. And I wouldn't mind having a piece of kugel either. Thank you. Let me have the yellow bag. Wait a minute. I don't see any tefillin in this bag, Snooky.
Let me see, Dr. Middos. Yikes! This isn't your bag, Snooky. It has Chinese letters written all over it, and it's filled with fortune cookies.
There was a Chinese man sitting next to you on the Ocean Avenue bus we took to get here, Snooky. He also had a yellow bag, and he told me he was going to the airport to fly home for the holidays. You must have switched bags with him, Snooky.
What am I gonna do, Dr. Middos? My beautiful brand new tefillin are on their way to China!
Oh, what a situation, where have Snooky's tefillin gone? He better find them soon or they might end up in Hong Kong. If he shows up without them, everyone will be in shock. And Shachris in the morning's gonna start at 8 o'clock.
Up and away, oh what a special day. Dr. Middos has invented something you have never seen. Up and away, oh what a special day. It's the absolutely marvelous Middos machine.
Snooky's so embarrassed and feeling like a dunce for losing his tefillin before putting them on once. What will he say to Zaidi to make him understand? Let's hope that Dr. Middos can come up with a plan.
Up and away, oh what a special day. Dr. Middos has invented something you have never seen. Up and away, oh what a special day. It's the absolutely marvelous Middos machine.
So come real close and listen, this story's just for you. You'll learn about good Middos, what's right and wrong to do. We're going seen. It's the absolutely marvelous Middos machine.
Up and away, oh what a special day. Dr. Middos has invented something you have never seen. Up and away, oh what a special day. It's the absolutely marvelous Middos machine. 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 It's the
Ladies and gentlemen, next up is Kennedy Airport.
Okay, I got my luggage and my yellow bag, so I'm all ready to go. I'm hungry right now for fortune cookie. I still have time to eat some. Hey, boy Tangwa, this not fortune cookies? Mr. Bus Driver, what is this velvet bag with funny rattles? I think boys are booking our first bus. Switch bag by mistake. Lucky boys. They get fortune cookies, and I get silly black boxes and straps with some pieces of cake that smell like potato.
I've seen those kind of boxes before. It's some kind of Jewish thing. I think they take their blood pressure with them or something.
I'm so sorry to bother you, but maybe you take Mr. Bus Driver? I must hurry. My plane leave very soon, and I don't want to take black boxes all the way to Zimshaitsui.
No problem, sir. I'd give him to my buddy Luigi, who drives bus number 89. His last stop tonight is in Brooklyn. I see him every night at the donut shop before his last run. Goodbye now. Have a nice flight. I'm in flight.
What are we gonna do, Dr. Middos? I've gotta get my tefillin back on time.
I know, Snooky, I know. Gewalt, this is a big problem. I've got to think. I've got to come up with a plan.
Middos alert. Middos alert.
Wees mir, we have a Middos alert. Come on, boys, let's see what's on the screen.
But Dr. Middos, what about a plan to find my tefillin?
Snooky, you should know that when someone has a chance to do a big mitzvah, like we do right now by helping kids with their middos, it has to be done right away. We'll think of a plan a bit later. What does it say on the screen, Schlumpy?
Look, Dr. Middos, it says it's the Tenzerovich family from Toronto.
Yeah, Doc. The kids' names are Dina and Rena, and they're traveling with their parents to New York in their minivan.
The screen says Dina is 7 years old and Rena is 6.
Turn up the sound, boys. Let's hear what they're saying.
Mommy, can we please have our surprise bags now?
No, Dina. I told you I would give you and Rena the bags after we crossed the border from Canada into the United States.
But we're so bored already. There's nothing to do in the car, and we want to see what toys and food you put in our surprise bags.
Listen to your mommy, girls. If you get the bags now, you'll just be bored later. Besides, you both promised you would wait.
We changed our minds. Please, can we have them now? Please, please.
Gewalt, boys, those kids are being so impatient. A person is supposed to have savlanus, or like they say in Ivrit, savlanut. We better play the patience song right away.
I'll get the patience tape, Doc. It must be here somewhere.
You don't need to find a tape, Dizzy. You can use my newest invention. It's a small device that keeps all the songs digitally on a small chip inside this little contraption. I call it my Middos pod.
What a great idea! It's so small, Dr. Middos. Everyone will want to buy one of these Middos pods to keep all their music in one tiny machine. You could become rich selling them.
I would never sell this to anyone, Snooky. People would want to copy other people's music without paying for it, chas v'sholem. The only songs I put on it are my own special Middos songs. But Gewalt, we don't have the time to talk about this now. Let's play the patience song so that these kids can do the right thing now.
Yikes, Rena, can you hear that? music coming out of my earbag. Mine too, Dina. Let's listen.
Please don't tell me later, I've got to have it now. Ich weet doch ook niet später, ich darf das hab ich now. Please don't tell me soon, I need to have it now. Mom is burst like a balloon if I don't get it now.
Oh, you gotta have patience.
Have patience.
Yes, you gotta have patience.
With a little bit of patience, life will have less irritation.
So try to have a little bit. Yes, why not have a little bit? I'm sure that you can have a bit of patience.
Have patience. Please don't say Rega, I've got to have it now. It might as well be never if I can have it now. Don't tell me after supper, I've got to have it now. My mom is gonna suffer if I don't get it now. Have patience. Have patience.
Take a deep breath and relax. Pretty soon you'll get your snacks. So why not have a little bit? Yes, try to have a little bit. I'm sure that you can have a bit of patience.
Have patience. Please don't say tomorrow. I need that toy right now. I'll be so filled with sorrow if I can't have it now. My friend boy, she has it, so I must have it now. I might even try and grab it if I can't have it now.
Oh, you gotta have patience.
Patience, have patience, patience, patience.
Yes, you gotta have patience.
Some notes are real good, Nina, that will make your life much sweeter.
So why not have a little bit? Yes, try to have a little bit. I'm sure that you can have a bit of patience.
Have patience, have patience.
Mommy, Abba, I'm happy to wait a bit longer to get my surprise bag. Me too. It's not so bad to wait a little bit.
That's better, Kindlech. I'm so proud of you for showing some patience.
You know, Mommy, I think our girls are really starting to grow up. Maybe when we get to New York, we'll buy them an extra special treat for being so patient.
Yay! What will it be? Could you tell us now? Are we almost there?
Well, Dr. Middos, that song really worked. I even forgot about my missing tefillin the whole time. But now I'm nervous again. Please tell me you have a plan, Dr. Middos.
Of course I have a plan, Snooky. Now let's think. If the Chinese man was going to China, like he said, that means he was going to Kennedy Airport. I just happen to have an airline schedule right here. Let me check. Aha, here it is. TWA Flight 221 to Hong Kong. Now let's see the time. Oi, Gewalt! It's supposed to be taking off right now!
I'll have an extra caffeinated large coffee with triple sugar, please. Oh, and give me one of those chocolate jumbo donuts with sprinkles, please.
Hiya there, Manesh. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, Luigi. Hey, can you do me a favor? I've got this yellow bag that needs to go back to the Brooklyn station's lost and found. Can you drop it off there for me?
Sure, Manesh. It's no problem at all.
Attention all bus drivers, taxi drivers, and motorists. Attention all bus drivers, taxi drivers, and motorists.
All roads in and out of Kennedy Airport will be closed for the next 20 minutes to allow for the president's motorcade to pass. We repeat, to allow for the president's motorcade to pass.
I didn't know President Reagan was coming to New York tonight.
What's the matter, you manesh? He's a-coming to Manhattan to speak at the United Nations. When I get home, I'm gonna watch him on the news.
Snooky, I've got to think. I've got to come up with a way to get on that plane and bring back your tefillin.
Hey, Doug! Can't you use the Kfitzes Haderech machine?
Oh, yeah, I wish we could, Dizzy. But ever since we came back from Africa, the transistorized automatic compass has been acting funny. If we tried to use the Kfitzes Haderech machine, we might end up landing on the plane's tail. Or even worse, the Bronx.
But there has to be something we can do, Dr. Middos.
I know. I'll use my special universal walkie-talkie all-band radio transmitter to try and contact the pilot. All he has to do is get a stewardess to take the yellow bag off the plane before he takes off, and we can go pick it up at the airport. Let me try it right now.
TWA Flight 221 requesting tower permission to taxi runway 44 West.
That's it, Dr. Middos. We found the frequency of the pilot for the flight to China.
Hello? Hello, Mr. Pilot. Please, Mr. Pilot, can you hear me?
Who's that talking on my radio band? This is a restricted frequency.
I know, but someone on your plane has a yellow bag with something I need very badly, and you have to leave it at the gate before you take off.
Okay, sir. Who has the bag?
I don't know his name, but he should be easy to find. He's Chinese.
Have you lost your marbles? All the passengers on this flight are Chinese. I'm sorry, sir. I can't help you. Switching to predetermined auxiliary channel. Over and out.
No, Mr. Pilot, please don't hang up. Mr. Pilot! I have to try and find that other channel. I can't find it. Snooky, I'm so sorry, but it looks like we're too late. I think you'll have to borrow someone else's tefillin, at least for tomorrow.
Charlie, this is Bruno. Is the helicopter in position?
Sure thing, boss. I'm ready to go. President Reagan's not gonna know what hit him.
Great. Now listen, Charlie. As soon as the president's limousine gets near the bridge on the Van Wyck Expressway, you drop the magnetized steel net on his car. We'll soon be rich, Charlie. The United States government will pay anything to get their president back. Now until then, let's maintain radio silence. Over and out.
Oy vey, boys, did you hear that? My special radio picked up a conversation between two very bad people who are planning to kidnap Ronald Reagan, the President of the United States. And it sounds like they're about to do it very soon.
We have to help, Dr. Middos. Maybe we should call the police.
Snooky, you're right. Come, boys, let's go to the police station. It's right around the corner. But Schlumpy, you stay here and keep listening to the radio. Maybe the kidnappers will talk again, and you'll be able to learn something that will help the police.
Or if a Middos alert goes off, Schlumpy knows how to run the marvelous Middos machine all by himself.
That's right, Dizzy. Come on, boys, let's go to the police. We have to save the president.
Boy, those bad people are trying to do something very wrong, and I really like President Reagan. I sure hope Dr. Middos and the police can stop them in time.
Middos alert.
Oh no,
Middos alert.
it's a Middos alert. I better check out what's on the screen. It shows two boys in their pajamas playing in their bedroom. It says on the screen their names are Kiva and Cloynimus from Kensington. I see their father walking towards their room with a cardboard box. I better turn up the sound.
Kiwi, Cloynimus, it's just about time for you boys to go to sleep. But before you go into bed, could you please put some of your best toys into this box? Tomorrow morning, a group of Beis Yaakov girls are making a playgroup for special children at their school. And they asked for people to lend them some really good toys for the day. I told them that I was sure my boys would be happy to help.
Okay, Tati, we'll put some of our toys in the box. Yeah, Dad. Don't worry.
Okay, boys, that's wonderful. See you in the morning.
Kleiny, are you gonna put some of your really good toys in the box? Or just the ones that you don't play with anyway? I'm not gonna put in any of my good toys, Kiwi. What if they get ruined or lost? Yeah, I guess you're right. Me neither.
Boy, oh boy, I can't believe it. Don't those two boys know that doing chesed is one of the biggest mitzvahs and it helps a person to develop good middos? They have a fantastic opportunity to make those kinderlich happy, and they're gonna blow it. I know what to do. If I play them the chesed song, maybe they'll do the right thing. I sure hope so. Here it goes.
Hey, Kiva! Wait a second. There's music coming out of our pillows.
Bereshis bara Elohim, when Hashem made sea and land, He gave to us three precious things upon which our world stands. The first one is the Torah, Hashem's wisdom from above. The second is Avodah, to pray to Him with love. And the third one is Chesed, a kind act or deed, going out of your way to help someone in need. Olam Chesed Yiboneh. Hashem built the world for this virtue so fine. Olam Chesed Yiboneh. Hashem wants His children to always act kind. It's not that hard to truly give and help a fellow Jew. If someone is less fortunate, you'll know just what to do. Pretend that crying voice was yours, the pain you're very own. Then stand up and do what's right, so no one's left alone. And the third one is chesed, a kind act or deed, going out of your way to help someone in need. Olam chesed yiboneh. Hashem built the world for this virtue so fine. Olam chesed yiboneh. Hashem wants His children to always act kind. So help your parents or your friends. Deep inside you know you can. It surely will light up their day when you lend a helping hand. And what you do will change the world for you as well as them. Become a Baal Chesed now, a little bit like Hashem.
always act kind.
And the third one is chesed, a kind act or deed.
Going out of your way to help someone in need. Hashem wants his children to always act kind. And the third one is chesed, a kind act or deed.
Going out of your way to help someone in need.
You know, Kiva, I think I'm gonna put some really good toys in the box. I don't want to miss out being about chesed. Kleiny, I'm gonna go ask Tati if he has another box. That way, each of us could do a whole box worth of chesed. That's a great idea, Kiwi.
Boy, that chesed song really worked. Kiva and Kleinimus are doing chesed and sharing their best toys. I'm so glad I was able to help them do the right thing. Dr. Middos, Snooky, Dizzy, you're back. Tell me what happened. Are the police going to save President Reagan?
Schlumpy, the police didn't even believe us.
They thought we were crazy, Schlumpers. All they did was laugh at us. It was so embarrassing.
Well, they're the ones who will be embarrassed if it turns out we're right and President Reagan gets kidnapped.
Hey, Bruno! I've got him! I've got the president's car in the steel net! Your idea worked great! You're a genius, Bruno!
That's fantastic, Charlie. You're doing a great job. The agents in the other cars can't even shoot at you because you're too far away already. But now you have to fly by the bridge I'm on, because in any second, the agents that are with the president in his car are gonna roll down the windows and start shooting at you.
I'm almost at the bridge, Bruno! Are you ready with the sleeping gas grenade?
I am, Charlie. Okay. The windows are opening. Here it goes. Perfect. The sleeping gas grenade went right in. I can see them all falling asleep like babies. Okay, we're all set. Go straight to the rendezvous, Charlie. I'll see you there soon. Over and out.
Over and out, boss. Goodbye.
This is terrible. What are we gonna do, Dr. Middos?
I don't know, Snooky. I'm mamish stumped. Unless they go back on the radio, we have no way of knowing who they are or where their rendezvous is.
Golly! I sure hope nothing bad happens to President Reagan. He's a real nice man.
I think I'll say some Tehillim for him. Which kapitel do you think I should say, Dr. Middos?
Maybe you should say, Gewalt, another Middos alert. Boys, we have work to do. Quick, Snooky, what do you see on the screen?
I see two boys. They're brothers. And it says they're from the Pinkalovsky family from Passaic. Yankee is 10 and Yossi is 6.
Look, Dr. Middos, they're visiting their Bubby and Zadie from Alava Malka. And they're all rushing towards the front of the table.
I'll turn up the sound so we can hear what's going on.
Ha! I won! I got here first! I get to sit next to Zadie, and yippee! I get to have my favorite donut!
But Yankee, you sat there last time we came to visit. And the donut you took is the only one with sprinkles.
Too bad, Yossi. You know the rule. If you snooze, you lose.
Mommy, Yankee always grabs everything for himself. It's not fair that he gets what he wants just because he's older.
Gewalt! This kind of thing happens with kids all the time. Everyone trying to get the best thing for himself or herself. It must make their parents go bananas.
But didn't Yankee get to the seat first, Dr. Middos?
And there's only one sprinkled donut. What's he doing wrong?
Very good questions, boys. But you know, Yankee is 10 years old already, and I guess the marvelous Middos machine senses that he is ready to become a mevater.
Oh, a mevater. What's a mevater?
Schlumpy, A mevater is someone who is willing to give up things. It could be he gives up a simple thing, like a place at the table or a donut. Or it could be even someone has the right to be upset at someone else, but is mevater and doesn't get into a fight or an argument.
Is it a big mitzvah to be a mevater, Dr. Middos?
It's just about the biggest, most stupendous, humongous mitzvah in the whole universe, Dizzy. So hurry and play the mevater song.
That donut looks sweet, a sumptuous treat. You cannot wait to take a big bite. The sprinkles are thick, you'll grab it real quick and say,
I saw it first, that makes it my right.
now that may be true, it belongs to you. But your young brother's starting to whine. He can't understand, is getting out of hand. Should you say,
I got it first, and that makes it mine.
Maybe you can try to be mevater once in a while. If you do that, I can guarantee it will mamish make your parents smile. Maybe you can try to be mevater and there'll be no crying. If you do that, I can guarantee Hashem will be so happy in Shamayim. Mom bought a new game, but oh what a shame. All of the kids are starting to shout,
I think I'll burst if I don't go first.
Is that what playing is all about? Maybe you can try to be mevater once in a while. If you do that, I can guarantee it will mamish make your parents smile. Maybe you can try to be mevater and there'll be no crying. If you do that, I can guarantee Hashem will be so happy in Shamayim.
A trip in the car, you're traveling far. You have your eye on that window seat. You push and you run to be the first one. When all of a sudden you stop your feet and say,
maybe it's not only about me. I can be mevater for another.
With time it will get easier, you will see.
We can learn to think about each other. Maybe we can try to be mevater and there'll be no crying. If we do, then it is guaranteed. Hashem will be so happy in Shamayim.
Hashem will be so happy. Hashem will be so happy. Hashem will be so happy
in Shamayim.
Yossi, here. You take the donut with sprinkles. I know how much you like them. And if you really want to sit next to Zadie, you can have my seat.
Wow, Yankee. Thanks for the donut. But I'll let you sit next to Zadie. I also want to be a mevater.
Open up. It's an emergency.
Yes, gentlemen, what can I do for you?
My name is Agent Davenport, and with me is Director William Sessions. He's the head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Well, Dr. Middos, the director of the FBI is in your house.
Sir, the police told me that you warned them about the president getting kidnapped. Well, your prediction was indeed accurate. The president has been taken, but we have no leads or information whatsoever. We have no idea where he is, and we desperately need your help.
Well, Mr. Director, sir, there's a guy named Bruno, and he's a helicopter pilot.
And a guy named Charlie. He's the ringleader, and they're hoping to get paid a lot of money in exchange for...
And he hijacked the car with this powerful magnet that you wouldn't believe.
Boys, please. Why don't you let Dr. Middos, that's your name, sir, isn't it?
Yes, I'm Dr. Middos.
Well, why don't we let Dr. Middos answer my questions?
Okay, sir.
We'll be quiet.
Dr. Middos, how did you know the president was about to be kidnapped when no one, not the FBI, not the CIA, not the Secret Service, no one else in the whole world knew about it?
I heard it on the radio.
Are you trying to be funny? This is not a joke.
Not the regular radio. On my special universal walkie-talkie all-band radio transmitter.
Agent Davenport, does the United States government have a universal walkie-talkie all-band radio?
Not that I know of, sir.
The radio intercepted Charlie and Bruno discussing how to kidnap the president. Later, we overheard how the helicopter snatched the president's car and flew off. But I'm so sorry, Mr. Director. We don't know where it went. And unless they go back on the radio, we won't know anything.
I have an idea, Dr. Middos.
Yes, Snooky, what is it?
The marvelous Middos machine can tell whenever kids are about to do or are doing bad things with their Middos. Right, Dr. Middos?
Of course, Snooky. That's what the marvelous Middos machine does.
Agent Davenport, does the United States government have a marvelous Middos machine?
Not that I know of, sir.
Well, when someone kidnaps another person, doesn't it mean he has very bad Middos?
Of course, Snooky. Very terrible, gefährliche Middos.
So why hasn't there been a Middos alert?
That's a very good question, Snooky. But the answer is, I only said the marvelous Middos machine for Jiddische Kinderlich. Because if I set it for everyone, young and old, all over the world, Gewalt, it would probably overheat and explode.
So why don't you change the setting and put it on for everyone? It should cause a Middos alert right away, and then we'll know where the kidnappers are.
You know, it's a wonderful idea, Snooky. I'll do it right away. But I have to tell you, I still think the contraption might explode. Take the Mida of Savlonis, for example. Every time there's a little bit of traffic, no one has patience. All the drivers are busy honking their horns, and that only makes everybody even less patient. Okay, I'm tightening the Borsbelt. There, that's good. Or when people go into the bank or store and have to wait in line, they mamish go bananas. It's terrible. Okay, I'm switching on the gartelator and changing the setting on the computer to everyone over 20 years old. There, that should do it.
Middos alert.
Give up!
Middos alert.
A Middos alert!
alert.
Look, Doc. The Schnookster was right. It's Charlie and Bruno on the screen. They've tied up all the Secret Service agents.
And there's the president. He's still in the car, fast asleep.
This machine is incredible. But where are they? Where have they taken the president?
Savla, not, I mean patience, Mr. Director. The computer will tell us. Ah, there it is. No surprise at all, sir. They're in New Jersey.
Look, Davenport, the address is on the screen. Go out to the car and use your car phone to call the Secret Service and the Special FBI Task Force. Those criminals will never know what hit them. Dr. Middos, this machine of yours is truly marvelous.
Thank you, Director. We all think so, too.
Ah, Dr. Middos. What's that smell? I think something's burning.
You're right, Dizzy. I smell something, too. I give out. It's the marvelous Middos machine. It's overheating fast, and I think it's going to blow up. I have no choice. I have to switch it back to kids only.
But we need to see what's happening with the rescue.
I'm sorry, but if I leave it like this, the machine will be destroyed forever. Ah, that's better. But don't worry, Mr. Director. I'm sure the president will be rescued soon.
You're right, Dr. Middos. Our law enforcement agents are very well trained and will know how to take care of those scoundrels. Well, if I can't see what's happening from over here, I better go over to New Jersey and meet up with the rescue team. Dr. Middos, Snooky, boys, you've all been a great help, and the United States of America thanks you. But unless you hear otherwise from me, none of you are to discuss what happened to the president tonight with anybody. It must remain absolutely classified information. Do you all understand?
Don't worry, Mr. Director. These boys and I know how to keep a secret. Come, I'll walk you to the door. There's something I have to talk to you about. Boys, I'll be back in a minute. You stay here in case there's a Middos alert.
Okay, Doc. No problem. Goodbye, Director Sessions. Give our regards to the Prez.
Middos alert. Middos
Wow,
alert.
it's another Middos alert. Okay, let's see what's going on.
The reading on the screen shows it's the kitchen of the Ringelstein house in Ramat Beit Shemesh in Eretz Yisrael. It's already morning there.
And there are two boys at the table eating breakfast. They're brothers.
They must be. Their names are Nussi and Kussi Ringelstein. Nussi is 11 and Kussi is 12. Let's turn up the volume and listen.
Nussi, will you finish eating already? The pfefferkorns and Saltmans are waiting for us to start the game.
Okay, I finished my bagel, Kussi. I'm ready to go.
Whoa, where are you gentlemen going so fast?
Our friends are waiting for us down the block, Daddy. We're playing kadurega with them before school today.
Wonderful, but haven't you both forgotten something?
Oh yeah, Daddy. Thank you for reminding us. Nussi, let's go fast and put on suntan lotion.
Wait a second, boys. You forgot to bench. I was actually talking about benching.
Oh yeah.
Fine, I'll get the benchers.
Quick! Dizzy, Schnucky, Schlumpy, who can tell me what Kussi and Nussi are doing wrong?
I can't figure out what they're doing wrong, Dr. Middos. I mean, they are benching.
I think I know, Dr. Middos. I learned that when we do a mitzvah, we're supposed to be enthusiastic. You know, do it with excitement. Nussi and Kussi are benching, but they don't seem to be too happy about it. Is that what they're doing wrong, Dr. Middos?
Schnucky, so soon after your bar mitzvah and already you have so much Torah wisdom. Phew! I'm really very proud of you. You're right. They are not doing the mitzvah with hislahavas. And by the way, Schnucky, the word is enthusiastic.
Look, Dr. Middos, the boys are already up to Rachem. What can we do to teach them about Hislavas?
Dizzy, look on my Middos pod for the Hislahava song. As soon as you find it, send it right away.
Sure thing, Doc. Here it is. I got it. They'll hear the music coming out of their soccer ball. Here it goes.
Every mitzvah is an act so fine. A love from the Eivishter that helps you be divine. A gift from Hashem, whose Torah says v'chai b'hem, allowing your neshama to sparkle and to shine.
Do all mitzvahs with a special brand. Shabbos sometime, anytime, it doesn't matter when. A gift from Hashem, whose Torah says v'chai b'hem, give life to your neshama, make it sparkle, let it shine.
Let davening excite you. A bracha should delight you. Matzah, shofar, zucker are things that should ignite you.
You mitzvahs filled with Ava, you mitzvahs filled with Simcha.
These mitzvahs are the Rotzoin of Hashem. Let Chanukah fulfill you. Let Shabbos Kodesh thrill you. Lulav tzitzis kibbutz are only hard until you.
You mitzvahs filled with Ava, you mitzvahs filled with Simcha.
These mitzvahs are the Rotzoin of Hashem.
At Har Sinai, Moshe did declare, with the precious mitzvahs there's nothing to compare. They're gifts from Hashem, whose Torah says v'chai b'hem. They lift up our neshamas with a beauty that is rare. So let
shofar sukkah are things that should ignite you. Do mitzvahs filled with avo, do mitzvahs filled with simcha. These mitzvahs are the Rotzoin of Hashem. Hislahavus let Chanukah fulfill. Hislahavus let Shabbos Kodesh thrill you. Lulav tzitzis kibbutz are only hard until you do mitzvahs filled with avo, do mitzvahs filled with simcha. These mitzvahs are the Rotzoin of Hashem.
It really looks like the boys got the message, Baruch Hashem. Look how nicely they're benching now.
That's right, Schlumpy. You know, when I see kids having good middos, it makes me want to sing and dance. Mamish with his lahavis.
Uh-oh! Look at the time, Schnuckles! Schlumps! We better leave for home before our parents start worrying about where we are.
Golly, Dizzy, you're right. Even though it's Motzei Shabbos, it's still very late. Come on, Schnooky, we really have to go. And don't forget, you have to get a good night's sleep because you have a very important mitzvah to do tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I know, Schlumpy. I'm just sad that I won't have the brand new tefillins Zadie bought for me. I guess I'll have to borrow Abba's extra pair.
Yeah! Even if the Chinese man gives them to the airline to bring back to New York, there's no way those tefillin can get here all the way from China by tomorrow morning. But I'm sure you'll get them back sooner or later.
Dizzy's right, Schnooky. I'm sure those tefillin will show up. Now off you go. It's taka very, very late. Gewalt! Who could that be at this late hour?
Good fuck, Dr. Middos. How are you?
Uncle Moshe, a gute Woche. Come in. It's so good to see you.
I can't believe it. It's the famous Uncle Moshe from Uncle Moshe and the Mitzvah Men. Uncle Moshe, I love all your tapes.
Yeah, me too. Hey, dum diddly dum. Hey, dum diddly dum.
Why, thank you, boys. I'm so glad you enjoy them.
Yeah, I didn't know that you knew each other, Dr. Middos.
Of course we know each other, Schnooky. We both work hard to try and get kids to do the right things, so of course we have important matters to talk about. Not to mention, we both live on the same block here in Borough Park. But now, off you go, boys. It's time to go home.
Okay, Dr. Middos.
Now off you go, all of you. I'll see you tomorrow morning by Shachris.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night, Dr.
Middos.
So, Moshe, tell me what's doing.
Well, Dr. Middos, we just finished recording Uncle Moshe Volume 6, and I brought you a copy. I hope you like it. My favorite is the pizza song.
Sounds delicious, but I'm sure I will like all of the songs. You know, it's gewaldig how many songs and tapes kids have these days to listen to. But I tell you, Moshe, it's time we started using the new technology of portable cameras and videotape to make terrific programs that kids can not only listen to, but can watch as well. You know, eine Däume schmiele Reie.
That's a great idea, Dr. Middos. You really think they'll be popular?
I do. I'll bet you make dozens of videos over the next 20 years.
Wow, that would be great. I'll call up Rabbi Suki and Mr. Ding this week to discuss it with them. Well, I've got to go now. I'm going over to Country Yossi, who wants me to listen to some new Kivi and Tuki songs he wrote. Goodbye, Dr. Middos. See you later.
Goodbye. And thanks again for the tape. Gewalt! Who could be calling me so late? Hello?
Dr. Middos, this is Agent Davenport.
Oh, hello, Agent Davenport. What's up?
The director wanted you to be the first one to know that thanks to you and the boys, the president is safe, and the kidnappers Bruno and Charlie are behind bars.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And you know something, Agent Davenport? It's very good middos of you to call up to say thank you.
I'm really not sure what Middos are, but it sounds like you're paying me a compliment. So I'll say thank you for that too, Dr. Middos.
You're very welcome, Agent Davenport. Goodbye, and have a good night.
You too. Have a good night.
Oy vey, what a busy Motzoi Shabbos this has been. I think I'll sit down and have a little malava malke, and then I'll go right to sleep. But what's this? A package with my name on it. It's a cassette with a note. Let me read it. Dear Dr. Middos, I was too embarrassed to give this to you in front of the other boys, but on this cassette is a song that I wrote about becoming bar mitzvah. I call it the bar mitzvah song. I asked my friend and neighbor Yoini Bumblestein, he's in the Miami Boys Choir, to sing it for me. I hope you like it, and if you do, maybe you can add it to the library of Middos songs that you use to help kids with their Middos. Thank you. Yours truly, Shnuki Shapiro. Shnuki wrote a song. I'm curious to hear it. Here it goes.
In a few days I will be bar mitzvah, for which I've worked so hard and prepared. And I think that I'm ready to keep every mitzvah, so why am I feeling so scared? I've learned how to put on tefillin, how to lane my haftarah with trop. But just because I will count for a minyan, does it mean I've really grown up? Now I think I've come up with the answer, and I hope you'll confirm my results. Oh, I know the exact time and moment when a kid turns into an adult. No, it's not when a boy reaches 13, or the day that a girl becomes 12. Kids are ready to do all the mitzvahs when they stop thinking just of themselves. In a few days I will be bar mitzvah, for which I've worked so hard and prepared. And I think that I'm ready to keep every mitzvah, so why am I feeling so scared? The svarim I have are the finest, and my black hat looks great on my cup. But just because I'll now fast on each tinus, does it mean I've really grown up? Now I think that I have the solution, upon which the answer depends. It's when we kids start asking the question, what can we do for parents and friends? For when we start to care for their feelings and know how much that it means to them, we'll remember that up in Shamayim we have a dear Father in when we think of how much Hashem loves us. And try hard to not let him down. Do not let him down. Do not let him
Shana, Mommy told me to ask you if you're ready to go to the bar mitzvah yet. We're leaving for shul in 10 minutes.
I'm still helping little Sapsi get dressed, Simpsy, but I'll be ready when it's time to go. By the way, do you have the camera? Abba put you in charge of taking pictures, right?
Yeah, I'm even bringing 2 cameras, a regular Kodak and a Polaroid. The Polaroid pictures don't have to be developed. You just peel off the top and you get to see the pictures right away. Isn't that amazing?
I know. It's unbelievable. Simpsy, you get the door. I can't be Sapsi.
Okay, no problem.
Hi, Shimshi. I came by to pick up Snooky. Is he ready to go to shul yet?
I'll get him for you in a second. But first, I wanted to ask you if you think Dr. Middos would let me come over and help with the marvelous Middos machine. You know I'm 9 years old already.
Well, Snooky's gonna be in Masifta soon, and he won't have time to come by anymore. So maybe then you could join the gang.
Wow, that would be great. Oh, here comes Snooky and Slippy now.
Good morning, Dizzy. Thanks for coming by to pick me up. It's still a bit early to go to shul, but I'm too nervous to stay at home. So let's go. Schlumpy, are you coming too?
I'm coming, big brother. Let's go.
Did you tell your grandparents about the film, Snooky?
No, but I told my parents what happened about mixing up the yellow bags. My father said I shouldn't tell my grandfather yet. He said I should have bitochen that they'll still be found by morning.
Yeah, he said he would tell Zadie, but only at the last minute when there's no other choice.
Boys, come over here.
Look, it's Dr. Middos. What's he doing in that big black limousine?
What a study car! And look, it's got American flags on both sides of the hood.
Come here. Get into the car, boys. I have a surprise for you. Sit down.
I don't believe it.
Wow!
Golly! Is that really you, Mr. President?
Yes, boys. It is really me. I heard about what you did for me yesterday, and both Nancy and I wanted to thank you. I felt I had to take the time to thank you in person. Director Sessions and I stopped by to pick up Dr. Middos from his house, and he told us where we would be able to find you boys this morning. In fact, I brought with me special presidential medals of honor to give to each one of you. Here, take them.
Wow! A presidential medal!
Thank you, Mr. President. It's beautiful.
Thank you. But mostly we're just happy that you're safe, Mr. President.
Why, thank you, young man. What is your name? Are you Dizzy, Schlumpy, or Snooky?
I'm Snooky, Mr. President.
Well, from what the director told me, you had a lot to do with saving me, Snooky. In fact, I have a special gift I'd like to give you. Just to you. I think you'll like it very much.
Oh, you didn't have to get anything special for me, Mr. President.
Well, maybe I didn't have to, but I wanted to. Here, take it. It's in this bag.
I don't believe it.
Tell us.
It's my tefillin. I'm so happy. How did you find them?
You tell him, Director Sessions. Well, last night as I was leaving, Dr. Middos told me about you missing tefillin.
Tefillin.
Right, tefillin. He told me how meaningful they were to you. I told this to the president, and he had the Secretary of Transportation contact the head of the FAA, who called up TWA, who contacted the pilot in mid-flight, who announced the missing terfuffles. Right. The missing tefillin and the yellow bag to the passengers. A Mr. Ting Tang Yang came forward and told the pilot he had given the bag to the bus driver at the airport. After that, it was easy for us to track down the driver, and we ended up finding them safe and sound at the Lost and Found, not far from here at the Brooklyn bus station.
Wow, my tefillin were here in Brooklyn the whole time. Thank you so much, Mr. President. You can't imagine how happy I am.
Gewalt, boys. It's almost 8 o'clock. We have to go to school right away or else we'll be late. Goodbye, Mr. President. Goodbye, Mr. Director. And thank you again.
But before you go, there's one last thing I'd like to say to you, Master Snooky.
Yes, Mr. President.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Wow, Snooky! Look how many people are here for Shacharis today.
And Snooky, there's Zany. He's waiting for you outside the shul.
Snooky, come here. Let's go in the shul together. It's time for you to put on your brand new tefillin for the very first time.
I'm coming, Zadie. I'm coming.